Podcast number 2, DeadSet Waterfowl. Friday night. First off, we want to say we hope everyone had a great season this year and made a lot of memories as well as we did. I think we start kind of just breaking down how and why we started and introduce yourself, so people can kind of see who we are and what we're doing and stuff. I feel like people really haven't seen the face of DeadSet yet. So, Gio, do you want to lead it off?
Yeah, oldest goes first.
Yeah, oldest goes first. Old man's going to go first.
Seniority.
So, what's funny is that my family hunted.
With my family.
Yeah.
Even funnier. And your family.
Yeah, so, I always was playing sports. I played basketball in the winter, baseball in the spring, football in the fall. So I never really had that season to where it's like, okay, I'm hunting this season. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't really till through high school, went to college, got a scholarship for baseball, and then when your parents are always like, hey, you need to do this. Mm-hmm. And my brother could shoot ever since he could. Mm-hmm. And so it just took one time where they're like, hey, we're going to take you out. And so you just got to be committed to that. And then all of a sudden, I remember my first hunt like it was yesterday. It was funny because we have a little 14 John boat. My brother's taking me out. My dad's running a little motor in the back, and they're like, "Okay, Gio, first duck, you're shooting."
No pressure.
It's a coup.
So this property was in Centralia, and it backed the dairy farm, so it's a slough. So we're going right, and ducks are coming. So Taylor spots them, and he's like, "Okay, Gio, they're coming right now." I get him and shoot, and I remember it was
What were you shooting?
I was luckily enough, I had a Remington 1187 semi-auto, so I was spoiled from the
get-go. Dialed in, yeah.
Oh, you were set.
So I missed the first one, smoke it the second time, and I'm just jacked. There's a video circulating of me hitting my first duck, and I just remember vaguely looking down at my brother buzz his tower. 100%. I was like, damn, my bad, dude. But I was so jacked at the same time. Of course, they were divers. They weren't even but I was just so happy. And the look on my dad's face, I'll never forget. Because it was about that moment where we're away from everything. My dad, my brother, and I just having a good time. Mm-hmm. Nothing else mattered. Mm-hmm. And then from there on, it was just avid. I bought waders, did everything. Wanted to hunt every weekend.
Mm-hmm. Now you're part of the club in Nisqually.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we kind of got started on this whole thing.
When two worlds collide,
mm-hmm.
where we all have hunted, mm-hmm. but then you find that, what works for you, right? Because you have guys you don't like hunting with or guys that, ethical or whatever their passion, and mm-hmm. it's been awesome.
Yep.
What we put together.
And I think it's cool because we're blessed enough to where we did grind out a lot of public land and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to have the connections to be in a club and stuff, and we're not...
To start this off.
You're not spending big money either. It's just a local club and stuff, but being able to hunt with guys who that's all they've done their whole life is hunt. And so you get to go out with all those older guys who can show you the ropes and show you, you don't need to sit and blow a call at birds for, hours and hours. Just let them do their thing. They're natural, and you can kill birds just as the same.
Right. And it's funny we noticed that mm-hmm. as we hunt together.
Definitely.
Since we're hunting together and just understanding that mm-hmm. and getting invites from other people, it's just funny how mm-hmm. that works.
100%.
So I'm Parker. The reason how and why I started is, same thing. My dad brought me out when I was 7, 8 years old hunting. And
I gotta throw that picture up in this.
Yeah, I mean,
you with that.
Yeah, you gotta throw the photo up. I mean, I started with my dad, and my dad was
behind him.
Oh, I know. And my dad was part of a club, and so I would wake up every Saturday and Sunday morning and go out with those guys, and it was the best memories I still have to this day is going out there and having the most fun. And one good story I have is one of our friends, Brad Roberts. He would always tell me, before we'd get out there, we'd set up decoys, he goes, always take a leak before you shoot. Always take a leak before you shoot. So I was over there trying to figure out how to unclip my waders and stuff, figuring it out, go and take a leak before I hunt. And a couple months later and stuff after hunting season, my parents get a call from the school principal and stuff saying, yeah, Parker's out on the playground taking a leak and stuff, telling everyone you got to take a leak before you shoot and stuff. So, of course, my family's like, great, what did we get him into? He's sitting there showing everyone to take a leak at the playground and stuff.
That's awesome.
Right, pre-shoot.
Yeah, but... Oh man, I'm just excited about all the memories that I've made and continue to make, and so, down the road when,
put it together with us now.
Yeah, we can share the memories with, our kids someday that like our parents have. So that's a little bit about me. You want to kind of...
Yeah, I mean, same as Gio was saying, our whole family kind of started hunting out together. All three of us. I mean, all of our dads hunted together. And so I kind of started up a little bit later in the game, probably like 10, 11. I think I got my hunter safety, or 12, I can't remember, but started really hunting all public. All public. Like, I never really had, maybe my dad would take me out sometimes to, like, Cedarville. I think your dad was part of that too, right? Cedarville, here and there, but, I mean, just this past year, two-ish, 3-ish years, really started, like, knowing how much I love hunting, especially waterfowl. And then... becoming a photographer 4 or 5 years ago, I shoot everything from real estate, from parties, lifestyle, when you name it, I shoot it. And then starting to put that to hunting, it's like, wow, like I love this. And so that's where that's where I step in and just want to like show what we do and like put my lens out there and show what we do.
I'd like to say something. I can see like it's your passion because I'll talk with you during the week and you're like, I'm making a video for real estate, I'm making a video for this person, and it takes you a couple days here and there, but as soon as we got footage and stuff to make a hunting video, it's done in like 2 hours. And it's impressive. I've never seen anyone that can do that.
It's same with like I've made racing videos for you, and it's like you're like a month later you're like, dude, when am I going to see that video? Yeah, and like we go hunting on the weekend. A couple days later, it's like, oh, look at the new video.
Yeah, it's already out.
That's when you know. And I just get hyped up. It's just like,
yeah.
That is very true.
Right. It's like all the above.
And I sat, as soon as I was doing that, I kind of noticed that. I was like, whoa, I've never been able to sit down and like just crank footage out, crank pictures out, like as fast as I do, and how much I love it, and it doesn't even bother me. It's like, wow, this is fun. Yeah, no, that's a cool part about that. But as far as us being together, I mean, I feel like us three really combining what we have and like our knowledge with hunting, our background, our generations of hunting, it's like, it's been so good for 2 months of us doing it. 2 months of us doing it. And it's like, look what we've done so far.
I wish they had social media and technology like they did back in our old man's days and stuff, because you look at like all the photos that they show us and all the like memories and stories that they talk about, and like just the amounts of birds just everywhere on public land and stuff.
Literally.
Like if they could have filmed and talked about all that, and had,
I mean,
like,
you
the
can't see the
privilege
pictures, like, even like my grandpa sitting there with my dad's dog.
Yeah, all
stacks of limits
there.
All of it. You know, if they had the quality of like cameras and stuff we have now.
Oh, it'd blow us out of the water.
Oh, all day long.
All day long. Definitely.
Because it's changed a lot now too. Like the rules, regulations, where you can hunt, where you can't, how much you can do, like it's totally changed.
Yeah, clubs, I mean, just think about what they are able to get away with agriculture and all that kind of stuff, like
oh my gosh,
flooded cornfields.
Yeah, exactly. For us only being out and like really putting out quality content for the past almost 2 months now, and getting the like reactions we're getting with, we've had multiple people DM us, hey, you guys inspire me so much to want to go out and hunt. Like we had a message, a kid saying, you've made me who I am. I love to hunt now.
Nothing
and it's like, that's really what pushes us.
Like when I was racing and stuff, same thing. Like after the races, they would have autograph sessions and meet and greet and stuff, and having all those kids after the race just coming up and asking you so many questions about racing and talking about it, and like their smile on their face afterwards. It's like, all right, well, you think about it at night and you're like, man, I influenced that kid that like for the rest of his life he's gonna probably love racing, if because he had a good experience with it. I think that's the same with it, hunting too.
Yeah, just to be able to relate. Because if you think about it, where when we go, there's people younger and there's still people that are older, and we're kind of right in the middle where they all clash and we can all relate somehow at some point.
Oh yeah, well we hunt with all kinds of
Right.
age range, you know.
Right.
As far you have your son coming.
Yeah.
Hold easy.
I know, right?
What,
Kinsley's 3.
Yeah.
Kinsley's
And
3.
he's 6.
And we're gonna get your grandpa out next year. How old's your grandpa now?
83, I think, this year.
Yeah, and we're gonna bring him out to the blind and everything.
Oh yeah,
you know.
We'll get him out. Like, it's so cool bringing. Well, it's really fun just because, like, my grandpa, he's done it. He's been there.
Mm-hmm.
He could give us tips for forever. But like, we want to be able to put this content out for people to like take it and be like we said, inspire them. And be like, oh, let's go do that. Like, let's go shoot some birds.
And like, it's tough. Like, you look at your grandpa. Like, he shot more birds and like had more memories than we could ever think about. So like, bringing him out is like, man, we got to make sure it's a good day because we want to impress him.
Oh, it's got to be a good day.
You know, we want to impress your dad. We want to impress my dad, your dad. It's like every time we go out, it's like, hey, we want to do the best we can. At least I'm a perfectionist, and I'm always like on top
all day
of it.
long,
Right.
perfectionist. Yeah, have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Have to be, in my
Which
opinion.
is great. I mean, us starting this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we all have a passion for duck hunting, but I feel like it goes past that.
I think
You know,
that's what kind of brings us into our next topic, our passion
Yeah.
for hunting. We all have a passion for what we do,
Right.
hunting, but we all work separate jobs. Like,
Right.
you are big into marketing,
Mm-hmm.
social media marketing. I mean, that's what
Right.
Gemtech, I guess
Yeah.
you would say, is. You work a whole nother job. You're passionate at it. You're killer at what you do. You know, and same with me for like photography and video.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and that's why we kind of all just go together on this whole DeadSet thing. And it's like, we were going to talk about like what we do each in this whole DeadSet thing, but it's like, we all are so ready to jump.
Yeah,
At
we
everything.
each bring everything to the table.
Yeah,
and
like,
it doesn't matter if we bring.
Whether it's
I mean,
marketing or
Right.
web design.
I can't really
photography.
do content and hide behind the camera. I'm not really good at that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm
but
saying. though.
yeah, we each can bring everything
Shipping
to the
orders.
table.
Yeah,
We
picking
are
up
on
the
top of
decoys.
everything.
No
Yeah.
one's. You don't see one of us sitting in the blind while everybody else is picking up decoys.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
we're always ready to help out.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Every single one of us.
Yeah.
Even when we go with people.
meet before the hunt,
Mm-hmm.
we're on X.
Oh yeah.
You know,
We
what's the
freaking driving
weather?
around
Yeah.
roads.
What's the wind?
When we get there, we're already rebrushing blinds and stuff just to make it that much better. And
Right.
you know, changing decoy spreads here. Let's try something different here. Let's
Going meeting up with
Yeah.
Gio at 10 o'clock at night because he can't go hunt the next morning, but I'm meeting him at his house to go pick up a blind so we can go hunt. Like,
Right.
it's like little things where
Literally had to go to the hospital that night. I was
Yeah.
like, hey man, I moved over
Yeah.
inside the house.
But yeah, we
It's
needed
not
that.
on my truck anymore.
We need that panel blind because you know we got a blind over here and we got birds that are over here. So you know we're not gonna. Same thing. We're a perfectionist, so we're not gonna hunt over here when we know the birds are over here. So we put a panel blind over here.
Right.
maybe
You
sell
know.
someone over there.
Yeah, just to have a
Yeah.
better hunt and stuff. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
late
the-
season. The birds are smart. you
Oh
know?
yeah.
Right.
That's the thing though with like this whole DeadSet thing, and the three of us is like we're so ready to just
Right.
all jump on whatever we gotta do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's no slacking. There hasn't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a dime of slacking at all.
Right.
No,
At all.
no arguments,
Right.
no nothing. And with three guys, you would think, oh man, they're ready to like blow up and like just be disorganized and like, but it,
Disagree on the
yeah,
logo.
I agree. Yeah, it's
Oh,
little
yeah.
stuff like
The
that.
content.
Which I'm not saying that there's not gonna be or there
Right.
hasn't been like. There,
Oh, if
we
there
haven't.
isn't,
We
it's-
haven't all been like, oh yeah, that's it. We've all been like, oh no,
Right.
what about this? You
Mhm.
know, what about that? Or you know,
But
it's,
everyone sees something different.
oh yeah, and then we're all yeah. Oh yeah, it's worked
Right.
out so good
Definitely.
Yeah.
for a new starting up company.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some new
A
stuff for you
ton.
guys.
New shirts coming.
Yeah.
So
Youth sizes, youth
Yeah.
sizes, and small sizes.
Yeah.
We
I know
kinda-
we want to see your guys' photos in them.
Kids-
So if you guys take photos,
kids are getting
tag and
decked
share
out.
us because we want to see it.
Oh
We
yeah,
wanna-
if you ever get any of our merchandise or whatever, take a picture in it, post it on your story or
Mhm.
something, tag us.
we love it.
We'll always repost it. We'll always respond to you
Mhm.
all day long.
Right.
What do you guys think about taking a break real quick and then coming back?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Take a little quick break.
So I think we kind of talked about it, and we kind of want to get on subject about just the people we met this year, who we wanted to hunt with, and you know, kind of
Just
where we wanted
from,
to take
just
it.
from being together for
Right.
end of the season, all
Yeah.
three of us, like
Right.
the people we met.
Mhm.
Right.
I mean,
Like-
we were all doing our own things at the beginning of the season.
I was hunting public, but then private with you. Like for
Right.
instance, Bob
Right.
Mhm.
at Nisqually.
Yeah.
Such a good guy for letting us just come with you,
Mhm.
like all the time. I mean, you can explain that more, how that whole thing works, kind of.
He's created such a great atmosphere for the youth, but understands like the legacies with our dads. I mean, because what's funny is that when I introduced both of you, he knew your dads.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You know my dad. Well, I'm really good buddies with Riley,
Right.
his son.
Exactly.
We used to go frogging together and fish.
You know, since I took my son, he's 6, and that just, you know, is right up where, you know, it touches, you know, those guys. So
I think him, like, having that youth hunting stuff, too.
Oh, so
I think that was the coolest thing that he does, too.
So much fun. It was great people.
Was that down at Nisqually?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that on one of our properties next year, is have a youth hunt.
So
and,
much fun.
You know, I want to, just have fun with it.
Eddie's going to be
Just
on
get out there.
410 before he knows it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And then, like, Tim at Eagles Lake, like we're saying, meeting
Having
new
us
people.
over and
Yeah,
stuff.
like, it was just, that was just one of our guides.
Right.
Next thing you know, we're, like, sitting with him all day, and we're like, oh, this guy's so cool.
Yeah, and
Right.
he's
And
inviting
he's
us over to hunt with them all next year.
Oh,
so.
yeah. He's, like, giving us his number, like, check in with me before you guys come over, make sure the weather's good. Like, I'll keep you guys in tune. Like,
Right.
throughout this whole thing, you meet the coolest people.
Yeah. His brother shows up after our hunt.
Not
We just hang
like,
out.
exactly. Literally, his brother shows up and he's like
Right.
just hyped up. His brother killed what 4 or 5 bands
5
that day
bands,
off one
flock.
shootout.
Yeah.
One shootout, go picks it up, ban,
Right.
no ban, oh ban.
Right. This is
He was like, it was
social.
unreal. He's like, it was unreal.
Go buy a lottery ticket.
Oh my
Right?
god, he was so hyped up.
But yeah, that was a great trip.
That was super fun.
For sure.
We didn't limit,
No.
but it didn't even matter.
Great experience.
Just from like
We had
sitting
pizza
there.
show up in the middle of our hunt.
We're literally sitting in layout blinds. How long have we been sitting there? For like 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
about
thing you
that.
know, his son shows up and drops us off pizza.
It was dark to dark, literally.
It was, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was so sick.
It was fun, though. I mean, I even looked at Tim. You know, he's been doing it for a long time and having us over and that hunt and stuff. And just sitting there in the layout blinds looking at how he did his spread over there. You know, that field sees thousands and thousands of birds every day. And so he makes a spread that those birds like. And he's seen and he's scouted and stuff. And to be able to bring birds in on a bluebird day when birds don't even want to be flying around and stuff. You know?
Right.
But still making birds work into there and, you know.
Right.
Still having a good hunt and stuff was impressive to me.
That was fun.
Oh, that was a good time. We'll definitely be going back.
Mm-hmm. Even with Blake up north and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's been so good getting to know him. I mean,
Right.
like that's
Foul
been
intentions.
one of your buddies for a while.
Yeah.
Great
Foul
dude.
intentions. Like no, he's a good guy, and you've been buddies with him for what? How many years
Right.
now? Probably.
Oh wow! Now when I lived up, so I was up there when Eddie was born, so it's been at least 6.
Yep.
He's an awesome dude.
Heard so much about him before I got to meet him. I'm like, I feel like I knew the dude before I even met him.
Well,
And-
shoot, I called you that night when we first exchanged numbers and stuff. And we called each other, and I called both of you, and I was like, dude, I was on the phone with Blake for an hour and a half.
Yeah, you
that
go.
night.
I
First
just
time
talked to
ever
Blake. I
meeting.
go, what? You go, yeah. I just talked to him on the phone for like an hour and a half. I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, there you go.
Right.
Just literally loving what each other does and stuff.
Yeah.
No, he kills it up there, and I feel like next year is going to be a big thing for him.
Yeah.
A lot coming for
Excited.
him.
He's good at what he does.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. he
Same
is.
with Dustin. I mean,
Right.
I think he does an awesome job with what he does too. I mean, having us all out and gonna go try to shoot a 10-man limit next weekend, you know,
Right.
for a late goose down off the Cowlitz and stuff. I mean, just same thing.
Right.
He's good at what he does, and he invites us and stuff.
That's
out
the
there
best
for a
thing is
good
like
time.
the love these guys show for us without barely knowing us.
Mhm.
Right.
I wish I could provide more for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. It's like they just are ready to help out, ready to throw down,
Yeah.
ready to like see what we can do. Like it's so cool.
We have fun with it though.
Same goes for Pacific Calls. You know, you guys know them. I've never really
Right.
talked to them or anything, but
Shoot, I texted or called Trevor out of the blue, and I was like, "Hey, man, you know, we started DeadSet. This is what it is. I think you kind of started it, and we all kind of rolled in. And it was like, 2 weeks in, and we were new, maybe like 200 followers or something. And, dude, he's ready to jump on board, ready to be with us throughout this journey and stuff. And
Right.
they have done a phenomenal job. I mean, we have
can't imagine
we have
how busy
Pacific
they are.
calls on all of our lanyards and stuff. We use them every
Right.
day. Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
we're hunting, I mean, we're killing birds with them. They make great stuff. Every time I get a package, it looks like I'm getting a ring or something. I mean, their packaging is just beautiful.
I know. Well,
Right.
their calls themselves are like
Yeah.
Right.
beautiful. I mean, I just want to take pictures. Like I just want always have their calls in it because it looks so good.
The
Their
acrylic
calls-
is awesome.
Oh god, it looks so.
They
good.
sound even better. I mean, it's impressive, their goose calling and stuff. I mean, it shows with
Right.
how many geese that they kill over there and stuff, too. I mean, it's impressive.
Right.
Well, they
No,
sound so good.
I'm honestly, very thankful for them. I think they've, jumping on board that early on with a small company is just cool.
I mean, the kicker is that the product's phenomenal.
Mhm.
The guys are even better. Like, it's great
Oh,
to work
yeah.
with them.
Local company and
the
stuff.
best
yeah.
is when, you're hunting with guys that you tell, like, hey, I'm running this call. for this reason, and then like 2 weeks later they got a call repping the same company. So it's super cool to see that come to fruition. You know, right?
I mean, shoot, this year I think, with COVID going on where we're at and stuff, everyone's on their phones and at home a lot more than now, and it makes it easier to get out. But I've also heard of names that I haven't even heard of before that are just killing it all over the place. Right. You look at like Matt Judy and those guys up north; they're absolutely killing it up there, and they're doing a great job and stuff. And so being able to meet the same guys that they're hunting with as well, Kyle Jones and those guys, is cool because we're all from the same area. And I would have never known that all those guys were literally an hour north of us.
Same.
Right.
Yeah.
You look at all their pictures on Instagram. I'm like, where are these guys? And then you start really looking. You're like, oh, like kind of looks familiar. No, yeah, that's
AJ
super
and
cool.
those guys,
Going up doing snowboard stuff with them.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
And Austin bringing us out on his, family farm and stuff, and having us out there hunting and stuff. You shooting a beautiful Drake Woody and stuff.
We didn't even talk about. We didn't even drop. Austin's the man for that. Like Austin brought me out so many times this season. I've gotten some great content with that guy. He's a great guy to have in the blind.
Austin Brown, yeah.
Yeah, Austin Brown. He's a great man.
The best is when you threw that out there, because when we were talking about it, you guys threw it out there like it was nothing. Like, we'll see some Woodies. I'm like, that's been on my list for
literally the first thing I said.
Years.
I was like, Austin just sent me a snap. He said he saw like 6 woods or something like that, and you were like, what? You go, and then that was the next day we were gonna go hunt. You're like, if I shoot a Woody, I'm gonna freak out.
I underplayed that because that duck meant so much, because I wanted one so bad.
And then we go and shoot too.
And the best part was when literally we did that hunt. When we invited him out, he had to take someone to the airport, right?
When was that?
I missed out on that hunt. I was working.
So when we invited Austin, we shot a Euro that day.
Oh, that was right. Yeah.
So we had a Drake Woody, and then the same week we shot a Euro. And I'm like, dude.
Oh, he was so bummed.
Right?
Was that when I was supposed to come film?
Yeah.
And I couldn't?
When we had to it
was that beautiful glass morning and you guys just whacked them.
Yeah.
But it talks about the wood ducks and stuff that were there. That gets on point on what'd you guys hunt on Wednesday? And I was working during the week and you guys are like, hey, Austin's like, hey, the birds are here. Do you guys want to hunt it or not? And you guys went in the next day, and sure enough,
and we killed
it out, smoked woodies and everything.
For the setup we had to. Just threw a panel blind up in the middle of the field. The birds haven't seen it. The birds weren't having it too much, but I mean, we still did so good.
We had a great day.
Yeah, I would say overall it's just been a really good season. I mean, for what we've put together, the 3 of us.
Right.
Only working together on this whole DeadSet thing for 2, maybe 3 months now.
December 1st.
And it's end of season now. We still got late season a little bit, but I think it's been really good, and I'm just too excited for what's to come.
I feel like we just crested over to where like everything is exciting now, and then it's like end of season. It just cuts us off.
It kind of
like, God dang it, this is when it's getting good.
It kind of hit us right at the end of season. It kind of hit us that we're like, wow, what we're doing it's a good deal. Like,
it's fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And like I'm stoked for everyone that's following along that is like really giving us positive input, giving us positive feedback, just being super like responsive for what we're doing. I love it. And we appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, I mean, we love what we do, but we also want you guys to learn from our mistakes that we make and stuff too. And this is all going to be real. I mean, DeadSet's going to be 100% real. We're going to have hunts out there where we don't shoot a single bird, and we're going to have hunts where we shoot 10-man limits. But it's going to be real. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. Because that's hunting.
Yeah, and this is only our 2nd podcast. I mean, we've only put out so much content, and so
it's a learning experience.
Everyone who's following along right now, love it, and just watch us. Just watch it grow. Appreciate y'all so much.
Definitely, and if you guys ever got any input and want to see anything that we're doing wrong or want to see something different or change something up, shoot us a message on Instagram or message to YouTube and stuff and let us know. We're always open for new ideas and, something that you want to see, we're always open for
We'll probably reply. Gio is on his phone.
We're replying all the time.
You're always we'll be responding right away.
Yeah, we're not no ghost company. We want to be on top of it all the time.
No, we're doing it for you guys. We
definitely
want to talk to you guys. We want to hear what you guys have to say.
So,
let's do it.
Yeah,
I mean, lots to come with you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. I think that wraps it up.
Peace out, guys.
See you guys later.